Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatic. Back at you with a new video. Today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some NBA action this Wednesday evening. The Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Tip-off is going to be here in just a minute or two. So let's take a quick minute to look at the thumb, cue up the music, and get settled for some NBA action here this Wednesday evening. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And on the thumb, on the left, one of the best basketball players in the game, SGA. And on the right, one of our dunker studs and an up-and-coming player. You know who it is, Shaedon Sharpe. Can't wait to be able to get into this one here. That's going to start here momentarily. And again, we know how good, this Oklahoma City Thunder team really is. Looks like they've extended tip-off for another 8 minutes just to kind of let the players warm up a little bit more. So again, we know the Thunder just came off the championship, last year. This is definitely not going to be an easy game, for the Blazers to be able to win at this point. But again, I do have some faith. We did play very well against Denver a few days ago, down by 10 a majority of the game, and we're able to climb and scratch and claw our way back to victory. And again, at this point, we have really nothing to lose. Everyone is going to be thinking that OKC is going to win this game, and they might, but again, the Blazers have an up-and-coming squad, and I definitely like our chances tonight, as crazy as that sounds. Daniel in the building, what's good? Rip City, baby. Let's go Blazers. And I'm definitely looking forward to the matchups here today. And, Jrue Holiday was a great pickup. A lot of people thought that he was washed after we let Anthony Simons, go to Boston. We were kind of wondering, okay, what kind of Jrue Holiday, are we going to get? Are we going to get a player that can put up 15 to 20 points a game? Can he start for the team or potentially come off the bench? Those were the questions. And obviously they've already been answered within the first, 6-7 games of the regular season. He still has game. He can still score 15 to 20 points a game. And again, as Dame is still healing up, from the injuries, we know that we feel very comfortable with Jrue Holiday, and obviously Scoot Henderson still injured as well, but sounds like he'll be returning sooner than later. And I'm definitely excited about Deni Avdija. He's probably our best all-around player. And again, with the whole, drama, with Chauncey Billups, and the whole gambling thing, I think Splitta has really put us in a position where not only do we believe in him, but we also think that, this might be the guy for the head coach position, not only for this year, but moving forward. So, to be able to have well-rounded players like Deni Avdija, guys like Jrue Holiday that we know we can count on, Shaedon Sharpe can give you the jumpers and the big fast break dunks, and then also drafting a guy like Yang, even though the development is still early on, and getting a guy like Donovan Clingan, going from last year to this year. Kling Kong has definitely made some mass improvements, and we're definitely a defensive first rebounding team, which is kind of nice to see. And again, I'm definitely excited for what we have in tail for the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Portland Trail Blazers here. And again, tip-off will be in roughly 5 to 6 minutes. Settled in with all my screens here. Had to subscribe to Blazer Vision, so that way we would be able to have it on the cell phone as well as on NBA.com. Even if you have a cable package, I have obviously Xfinity in another room, but to be able to watch it on your cell phone or watching it on NBA.com, Blazer Vision is something that you would have to subscribe to. So we will be doing Blazer games, not only for all of November, December, January, February, and as we get closer into MLB season around March, we'll make that transition, obviously, from the NFL, college football, the Blazers, and then we'll also transition, obviously, into the Mariners at that particular time. And let me see. flip on another screen here in the studio. One sec. Just going through the commercial breaks right now, and the Blazer Vision on my phone wasn't working initially, so I thought I was going to have to make a call or send an email, but luckily it finally came up, and I was able to bring it up on the computer first. And I know the Sharks and Kraken are going at it here as well. So let me flip that on. And as long as we don't have any issues, we should be good to go. And I'll be able to give up updates with the Kraken as well as the Blazers here tonight. I got the Blazers and Kraken on here on an alternate TV in the studio, so we're good there. Got the game on the phone just in case on the backup, and then we got it here on NBA.com as well. I think I'm all settled in. We are good to go. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. Rip City, baby. Let's go. And again, this is the first Blazer stream on the channel, only because, obviously we were doing heavy Mariners, a lot of NFL, a lot of college football. We finally have gotten to a point, where we can kind of do our filler streams until we get back to baseball content in March for the Mariners. We'll continue to do NFL on Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, college football on Friday and Saturday, and then usually Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays will typically be Blazer streams, and also depending on the matchups, on those other days, we may consider that as well. Deni Avdija, 15th in the league in scoring as of a day or two ago. So again, we know that he can bring the offensive ability, the fast break ability. But again, just having an all-around player like Deni, that can play offense, defense, be unselfish. And again, for a lot of the moves that we've made in the last few years, that might have been the best addition that we made to this team in quite some time. And again, I'm not really sure if the Wizards really knew exactly what they had, at that time. But sometimes, you need a change of scenery. And we've seen what change of scenery has done, with not only NBA players, but NFL players as well, like Sam Darnold on the Seahawks, as well as Daniel Jones on the Colts. So, again, sometimes a change of scenery can really revamp a career. And Deni Avdija obviously is up and coming, and we're definitely excited to see if he can lead the way here for a Blazer victory. Saw that. Gave up a couple first rounders, but based on how good the team is this year, I don't really have an issue with that. Obviously the Jets can continue to figure out if they're going to dump their whole roster, with Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner, and kind of essentially start over, and that'll benefit you guys. And hopefully, he'll continue to play at a high level, and hopefully he doesn't get hurt, and it'll help you guys try to make a run at that AFC championship game. And obviously the Patriots are in it, the Bills are in it, the Broncos are in it, the Chiefs are in it. So it's going to be competitive, so to speak. But again, it's kind of cool to be able to see some new teams, be able to break out like the Patriots with Drake May, Bo Nix, and the Broncos, even though we saw them break out last year slightly. And then obviously with the Indianapolis Colts, your team, obviously with Daniel Jones. All right, Kraken Hockey Network is on here in the background as well, between the Sharks and the Kraken. And Kraken are at home. They're in Seattle, and hopefully they'll be able to continue their dominance. So far early in the season, they were as high as first, within the division. Within a couple days ago, they've been kind of floating between first and third. And we've also been able to see the Blazers, be a top 4, top 5 seed early in the season. Dropped a few games as of late, so we're kind of sliding down momentarily. But again, they're going through intros right now, Deni Avdija and company. And again, I definitely like our chances. And, for me to be able to do the streams here in the studio, Blazer Vision was something that I was, kind of forced to get. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to watch games on my phone if I was on the go or on NBA.com, even though I do have Xfinity and I can watch it in a separate room, but that's not where all my equipment is at. So I figured, $20 a month is a little steep, but again, I think it'll be worth it, because again, we do have to have filler content, between now and March before we get into Mariner baseball again. And I'm definitely excited about this team. I've been following this team, since the 80s. I've been watching them on a regular basis for a long, long time. And this is probably the best team that we've constructed in a number of years. So I'm definitely excited to see where this goes. Pick up in the building. What's good? Starting lineup: Drew Holiday, Shaden Sharp, Denny Advia, Tumani Kamara, and Donovan Clingan. And I love me some Tumani Kamara, the Defensive Player of the Year candidate. I love Donovan Clingan. Kling Kong gives us that rebounds, defense, block shots, and that kind of toughness down low. Denny is our best all-around player. Shaden can hit you with the jumpers and the big dunks. That'll be on the ESPN top 10 plays of the day or the plays of the week. And then Drew Holiday, that old school vet, that people thought that was washed. Clearly he is not. And then for the Thunder, SBA, AJ Mitchell, Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Again, no Chet. There's a few injuries, for the Thunder, and that's definitely gonna, it's not gonna make it that much easier. It's still gonna be a very tough matchup. And again, we didn't play the Lakers with Luka and LeBron. We couldn't win that game, but we were able to, defeat, the Denver Nuggets with the Joker and pretty much a full lineup at that point. So you don't really know what Blazer, team is going to show up. Are they going to be able to bring it against a team that's got everyone like Denver, which we usually do? When the Lakers had LeBron and Luka and a lot of their starters out, as well as Reeves, they kind of maybe took them for granted, and the Lakers punched us in the mouth, and DeAndre Ayton, our former center, had a great game. So I feel like this game should be closer to what we saw with Denver, where we actually bring it throughout the whole 4 quarters instead of taking a team like the Lakers for granted with no LeBron, no Reeves, and no Luka. And we are just about to get started here. Let's get it, baby. I made a nice custom background for you guys here that you guys have never seen before. It took me a couple hours to make, but I figured it, the old school Blazer logo from the 80s, a little Rip City and a little Shaden and a little Scoot there. And here we go. Caruso is out as well at the top of the key, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good help side defense here. Off the glass, spinning, no good. Clingan with the rebound. There we go, baby. Denny. Push it, Denny. Drew Holiday. Spin move. And got bumped there. No call. Fast break here for the Thunder. 0-0 here early. And Thunder going to the line. SGA going to be doing a lot of work on the Blazers, and I think we know that, and that's completely fine. We just got to make sure that our studs don't end up getting into foul trouble early and often. And SGA is definitely primed himself as, if not the best player in the league, he's definitely top 2. And again, definitely willed his team to a championship last year. First free throw is good. Tyler in the building. What's good? 27 years old, 6'6", 200 pounds from Kentucky, the 11th pick in the 2018 draft. Second free throw is good by the Thunder. 2-0 here early, and SBA more than likely will be putting up 30+. That's fine, as long as, the rest of the role players have to earn theirs. Drew Holiday at the top of the key. And I love what Drew has been able to bring to us. Nice pass here to Shaden Sharp. Back to Drew Holiday. Nice pass. Tumani Kamara gets bumped, no call, and a tip by Donovan Clingan, but foul is called. There we go. And I like the aggressiveness here by the Blazers early. (1-0) Sharks over the Kraken here early, as I'm looking over into the studio here in the background. Nice to be able to have the Blazers and the Kraken on at the same time. First free throw by Tumani Kamara is good. And again, Tumani Kamara is going to be a defensive player of the year candidate like he was last year. Probably should have won the award last year. But again, the better the team does, the better individual recognition that we're going to get for our players. Second free throw in and out, no good. And Hartenstein with the ball towards the sideline here. And I like what Splitter has been able to bring for the Blazers here in 2025 after the Chauncey Billups debacle with the whole gambling situation. Denny, open three, in and out, no good. Back, Blazers. Off the glass and good. Come on, Denny. AJ Mitchell averaging 16 points a game off the glass. And Denny off the glass, fouled. No call. Come on, can we get some fucking calls here? SBA at the top of the key. Wide open three. And it's good. And again, we got to call timeout here soon. Nice three there by Wiggins, averaging 13 a game. And again, they have a lot of names that may not be familiar. Big steal off the glass. Nope, dunks it and flushes it good. We need a timeout. And again, defense creates offense. And if you're not able to get back on D, this is going to be one of those games where, I hope, that, Donovan Clingan, Toumani Camara can kind of hype up the team, make sure that we can get guys like Shaedon Sharpe, Deni Avdija, Jrue Holiday back. Otherwise, if the players are not going to be necessarily lazy for the Blazers, but maybe not giving as much effort as others on the team, then you're going to end up getting down to an early 9-1 deficit here early. And again, we obviously know that this is, arguably the best team in the NBA. They're undefeated. And again, we were able to, beat up a Denver Nugget team that not a lot of people gave us a chance in that game when we were down by 10 a few days ago. But then, we bounce back after, that particular game and then play the Lakers with no Luka, no LeBron, no Austin Reeves, and then just kind of get beat up and stomped. And, again, you have to make sure you treat every opponent, as a top tier dog. And again, if you end up kind of taking the team for granted like we did with the Lakers, even though that's a good rivalry with us, here in Oregon in the Pacific Northwest, DeAndre Ayton had a revenge game against us, and that was that for the Blazers. So hopefully they'll be able to get the offense moving here. But really what it's going to come down to is defense. If we're able to play the defense and get back, hold them, from a lot of these open threes that they're used to getting, and hopefully we can able to go at SBA and potentially, get him in foul trouble with 2 fouls or 3 fouls early in the first half. And then we might be able to make a little bit more of a run. And also the bench is going to be very critical here today as well. Julie in the building. What's good? Go Blazers. And I apologize. I haven't been able to do any other previous of the 7 games, with the Blazers. But again, was kind of busy with the Mariners, the World Series, NFL, college football, and then finally got the Blazer Vision account this morning. So now we're going to be good to go with Blazer games moving forward. And if the Blazers have a day off, we might sprinkle in some Kraken since I have Prime, and the Kraken are on the Kraken Hockey Network there. So I'm all covered for Blazers and Kraken games live, and then we'll just do those as well as the NFL on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, college football on Friday and Saturday. And then before you know it, we'll be back into the MLB season in March for some Seattle Mariner baseball. Looks like everything is working on my Blazer Vision package here for my cell phone, as well as here on NBA.com through the Blazer Vision account. Jrue Holiday at the top of the key. Swings it to Toumani Camara. One-on-one, Toumani. Where's the foul call there? No foul call. Thunder off the fast break, off the glass, no good. Denny with the fast break. Swing it. Sharpe is there. Back to Denny. Back to Clingan. Corner 3. Bang! It's good, baby. There we go. There we go, baby. And again, you don't really want Donovan Clingan shooting threes, but again, every once in a while, if he's wide open, he will make it from time to time. Wide open jumper is good. Come on, Blazers. Got to play better D out there. 12-4 lead by another Wiggins jumper there. Denny at the top of the key. Pick and roll with Camara. Denny all the way. Strip. Pass it, Denny. You can't be a ball hog out there. You got to swing it. And Clingan for 3 again. In and out, no good. Good offensive board by Toumani. Deni Avdija for 3. In and out, no good. And finally, we don't have another individual for an offensive board. No, I live in Oregon, so I got Blazers and Ducks, for here in Oregon. Mariners and Kraken, and then the only team that I rep that's outside of the Pacific Northwest is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I've been a Buck fan since '95. But I do follow everything Huskies and Hawks, just try to keep up on what the neighboring state is doing with their squad. First free throw is good. 1-0 Sharks over the Kraken early, and that's definitely a game the Kraken should be able to win, you would think. Second free throw is good. 14-4, Thunder up on the Blazers, and we're going to need some offense here really quick. Come on now. Holiday, pick and roll with Donovan Clingan. Holiday with the floater, front rim, in and out, no good. Get back on D. We can't afford to have just one miss and a fast break every single time. And a big dunk attempt. And Hartenstein goes down with Toumani Camara. And that looks like a block by Toumani. Hartenstein to the line. Yeah, I don't really follow the Timbers and the Sounders. I'm not really a huge soccer guy. I know what's going on, with the Thorns and, the Sounders and, all the other, teams in Oregon and Washington, men's and women's soccer. But, I'm more of like a World Cup kind of guy, not necessarily, what's going on the daily. But, first free throw is good by Hartenstein there. And second free throw is good. Come on, Blazers. Let's go, Drew. We need you. And Advia, a reach-in foul there by the Thunder. And we'll take that. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on the dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. First free throw is good by Denny. And again, he has our most well-rounded player here on the squad. Second free throw is good. All right, baby. Splitter, get them motivated out there. I know they like to do full court pressing, but again, against the Thunder, that might backfire. Nice backdoor cut. Pass to the baseline, and corner three is good. 19-6 Thunder. Come on, Drew. Sharp at the top of the key, loses it, and that might be a kick ball. One for 6 starting off the game. Not ideal. We got Jeremy Grant coming off the bench, and he's been doing a great job off the bench this year. Fade away in the corner, in and out, no good. Get the board. Tipped and turned over. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for free agency in MLB. Clingan, Camara, Grant, Murray, and Holiday. Off the glass, in and out, no good. Get the rebound. There we go. Push through. Holiday. And Murray gets a strip. Under a very good defensive team, and we haven't really been able to get into a rhythm here just yet. Against arguably the best team in the NBA. Front rim is no good. Push, Blazers. There we go. Holiday. Jeremy Grant all the way. Reverse layup, in and out, no good. Come on, Blazers. Backdoor. Wallace and Wiggins with a little two-man game, a little pick and roll. Travel. Clingan with the steal. Go, Blazers, push. Drew Holiday pushes it up. Jeremy Grant. Backdoor. Oh, baby, alley-oop to Donovan Clingan with the flush. Yeah, I mean, again, we beat Denver, and again, we do have some good wins this year. I mean, the worst loss was against the Lakers a couple days ago. Left-handed layup is good there by the Thunder. With no Luka, no LeBron, and no Austin Reeves, and we kind of played down to the competition, and they beat us up. Nice backdoor cut, reverse jam. Tumani Kamara, there we go. Give them a little bit of their own medicine, and now the Blazers are starting to pick it up. I mean, we're still down by 11, but again, much better than what we were playing in the first, 4 or 5 minutes to start off this game. And you don't really have necessarily a full game plan when you play the Thunder. They're aggressive. They're a great shooting team. They play good defense. They're good on the fast break. And it's not just SGA, shooting every single time. And he brings out the best in the role players. And again, even though they may not be like household names, besides SGA and Chet is obviously injured. He's not playing here tonight. And we have to definitely make sure that we take advantage of that, as well as Caruso out in this game as well. 21-10 Thunder here early. Yeah, I like the coach. I really do like Splitter, and again, to have a Brazilian coach that, has some NBA experience, and that's kind of the go-to for, most NBA coaches, used to play in the NBA at some point or another. And I feel that he's got a good relationship, not only with the bigs, him being a big himself, but again, I think he's respected, by the players. And again, it could have really went sideways for us after Chauncey Billups with the gambling, situation with him. And obviously we'll have to figure out, if there's going to be jail time for Chauncey, but he'll no longer be, involved in the NBA in any shape or form. And again, we were already very excited about the up and coming season, and then to be able to have that news go down was a little heartbreaking. But honestly, I think a lot of us were kind of waiting for a change from Chauncey, even though he's defensive oriented. But from his time with the Detroit Pistons, they never really, the message didn't really get relayed to the players, I feel. And I think with Splitter, it's a better vibe. And again, we gave Chauncey plenty of time. And again, if he's going to be, focused on gambling and other things other than the team, then, sometimes things like that happen for a reason. And I like Splitter. I think that he should be the coach moving forward. Give him a couple years to see what he can do. And we were shooting for an 8 seed this year. And who knows? Depending on, how we play against teams that are on our level and below our level, we might be able to be, a top 7 seed, somewhere between 4 and 8 this year. But again, consistency will be the key factor. All right, 21-10 here, Thunder. We got to be able to try to force some steals and being able to kind of play onto their level. Come on, Blazers. Corner jumper is good. Come on, Blazers. Wiggins open and good. Deep three is good. There we go. Tumani Kamara with the deep three. We'll take that. 24-13 here early with about 5:25 left here in the first quarter. Stay with him, Jeremy. Here we go. Jeremy Grant with the steal. Jrue Holiday, 2-on-1. And stolen. Come on, damn it. Get the ball. Here we go. Tumani Kamara strapped it up. Open three. In and out, no good. We got to be able to attack the paint more instead of shooting threes. And a blocking foul there on the Blazers. First free throw is good. Come on, Blazers. Cut into this lead. Corner three. Bang, it's good. There we go. Jeremy Grant off the bench with that nice corner three. 20 points per game off the bench for the Blazers. And again, normally is a guy that starts, but again, great production off the bench. Williams with a triple right back. 29-16, Thunder. Attack the paint. We don't need to play three. And Drew Holiday slips and falls with a reach-in foul there by the Thunder. Cason Wallace with the second personal foul on Drew Holiday. Timeout is called. All right, 29-16. I mean, it could be worse. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. All right, Thunder are challenging. And so far, so good with Blazer Vision. I was a little skeptical, on how it was going to work on my phone and on NBA.com here on the computer in the studio, but looks like everything is working just fine. Good. Kraken still down 1-0 against the San Jose Sharks with about 5:23 left in the first period. It's kind of cool to be able to see the Pacific Northwest teams, do a little bit better than expected. I don't know if anyone expected anything really from the Kraken or the Blazers this year, and both are really showing that they're young and up and coming, but also that you got some vets there as well, and that nice blend of young and old is really meshing well for the Kraken and the Blazers. And nice that we don't have to worry about Chet today. Obviously, we know how good of a player that Chet Holmgren is. So. I'm not really sure why this challenge is going so long, but. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're 3 innings away. Well, they reviewed it and said it was a no call. I'm not sure if I've seen that before. The Bizzardo, doesn't pitch it right down the middle. I still think that we would have won that game 3-1, but we might have ended up having the same fate as the Blue Jays, where we end up losing in 7 games if we were able to get it to that point. And the Blue Jays and the Mariners had great seasons, and I assume that they both will have great seasons moving forward, and they're going to end up being our new rival, with the Astros and the Rangers and Angels and A's and Yankees, and it's just another team to add to the rivalry. So jump ball here with 4:23 left, and Drew Holiday with the tip off that jump ball. Pick and roll here with Williams at the top of the key. Monty Kamara swings it to Drew for three, in and out, no good. Ford. Back on defense, Blazers. Little pick and roll here. Pump fake. Corner three is open for the Thunder, and good. Got to be able to close out there. Joe with the big three, averaging 18 a game. 6 for 7 from deep for the Thunder, and that's why they have this early lead on us. Holiday getting smacked. We're not getting any calls when we're going down low. No body calls whatsoever. Corner three by the Thunder, in and out, no good. Williams with the nice rebound there. Great to have him back. Tumani Kamara and Williams with the pick and roll. And Williams rolls to the wrong side. Turnover, Blazers. Little sloppy, but again, this Thunder team forces a lot of, turnovers, really no matter who they play. Pick and roll here for the Thunder at the top of the key. And floater in the lane is good. A.J. Mitchell with that floater layup. 34-16, Thunder. Drew Holiday at the top of the key. Corner three hits the top of the backboard. Back. Fast break here, 2-on-2. And foul on the Blazers with the trip. And then Mitchell will be going to the free throw line. Murray with the slight trip there. 34-16 here early in the first quarter. A.J. Mitchell, 16.1 points per game. They have so many just, kind of random guys that are putting up 10 or more. And, even with no Chet, this is definitely a game that, and no Caruso, they could still end up winning this game by, 20 or more. And we just have to try to keep it as close as possible in this first half. First free throw is good. And second free throw is good. 36-16. We got to cut into this lead. Try to get it to at least 10 by halftime if we can. Sharp, step back three, in and out, no good. 3 from 10 from deep. That's not going to cut it. Corner three, close out, in and out, no good. Finally, they miss a three. Jeremy Grant. And falling backwards and no foul call. Yeah, it looked like it was Thunder ball. I'm not really sure why they gave the Blazers the ball back there unless it was kind of a pity call for not calling the foul. Sharp. And poked away. Fast break. 1-on-2 for Thunder. And Joe is there with the layup and good. And Denny Advia going to the line. Potentially had a charge waiting on him, but decided to give the block there on the Thunder. I mean, we're not really getting any calls in the paint, which is unfortunate, especially when we're at home. you don't really need necessarily any favoritism, from one side to the next. But this free throw by Adia is good. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Blazers with the offensive board. Denny, pick and roll with Shaedon Sharpe. Pass back down to Denny, down low. Swings it to Jeremy Grant. Corner three, in and out, no good. Thunder with rebound. And again, it's not. There we go. Nice steal. And Shaedon Sharpe. And just a little finger roll layup. I was looking for a windmill or something crazy right there. But when you end up being down by around 20, no need for that, I guess. Wiggins off the glass and good. Off the glass, no good. Get up. Clingan with the offensive board, but rejected there by the Thunder and Williams. Come on, Clingan. 33 defensive rebounds, leads the NBA. For Donovan Clingan this year, going from year one to year two, a great improvement. But again, we're very, very young, and we're going to get the best team in the NBA. So you already know it's going to be definitely a very big challenge to be able to keep it close with this team, even though we're at home. Nice spin move, floater, in and out, no good. Tipped. Nice job by Clingan. Back to Denny. Good swing. And Sharpe gets tripped. Can we get a call? Finally. Our first quarter is starting to wind down here. And again, obviously getting doubled up by the best team in the NBA. I'm not really shocked. I was hoping that we were going to keep it within, 8 to 14 within the first quarter, but our three ball hasn't really been on. Defense could be much better. And again, this is not a team that you can really full court press like we have been with a lot of teams earlier in the season. Free throw is good. And second free throw is good there by Shaedon Sharpe. 40-21 Thunder here in the first quarter. Up and under, off the glass, no good. Good offensive board there by the Thunder and SGA. And SGA getting the SGA calls and pump faking like it's nobody's business, and he goes to the line. First free throw by SGA, in and out, no good. Sharks up 2-1 on the Kraken. Wasn't expecting that much scoring early, but I guess that's where you're at with the Seattle Kraken here today. Second free throw is good. 41-21 Thunder. Got to be better on defense, even though this is the best team in the NBA. And hopefully our three ball will be a little bit better in the second, third, and fourth quarter. Denny at the top of the key, double teamed. Shaedon Sharpe off the dribble. Nice pass into the corner. Three is airballed. Sharpe with the offensive board, and good. There we go. Yeah, we haven't shot this poorly in quite some time. Everything going against us, even when we get the jumper by Sharpe there late, we still can't, have that go through. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, 41-21 Thunder. But I do believe that, we will be able to, at some point, rally. Will it be enough in the second half to win? I don't know. But hopefully we can actually make this game somewhat close. And, again, we just haven't been shooting the ball well like we typically have, in these first 6-7 games to start the season. they have gotten a lot better, but again, you're playing the number one team in the NBA. So, again, they're really good at offense and defense. And again, 11 from 12 from the free throw line, 6 for 10 from deep, or 3 for 12. So again, if we were able to make a few more threes, then maybe we're only down 10 instead of down 20. So, but again, the team, Drew Holiday is nice. Definitely has played really well. Jeremy Grant's averaging about 20 points per game off the bench. Klingon and Kamara are great defenders. Shaedon Sharpe can give you a highlight dunk here and there, but we're going to need him to be a little bit more consistent, based off the shot selection. And again, if you've watched any of the Blazer games, this year, you have seen the improvement. And again, when you end up playing the best team, in the NBA, sometimes this happens, and it's not, just going to happen to the Blazers. It's going to happen to pretty much every team that they play against. And we were down by 10 pretty much that whole game against Denver, and we were able to come back and win that. So we'll see how it goes. If we can find a way to try to cut into the lead, and if we can be down by 10 to 14, maybe 10 to 12, 14 by half, and then try to cut down that lead to maybe 7 or 8 by the end of the third quarter, and it'll at least give us a shot, being down by, 10 points going into the fourth quarter, where we might be able to, have a little bit of magic and flair. But again, the defense hasn't been the greatest. 3-point ball hasn't really been there early. We haven't shot the ball really well here in that first quarter, but hopefully the second quarter will be a little bit better. Yeah, it's good, and I imagine there will be some new stuff that will be dropping. I noticed on on his Instagram a day or two ago, he was working on a new one and whatnot. So something that you can't rush, and hopefully we'll be able to have access to a few more bangers, for the music sooner than later. Sharpe at the top of the key, free ball in and out, no good. And, another thing about the Thunder that makes them so great, they're a really good rebounding team. There's not going to be a lot of second chance attempts when you play the Thunder. Alley-oop, blocked, no good. Blocked again. There we go. Air ball for 3 for the Thunder, finally. Sharpe with a little jumper at the free throw line, in and out, no good. We just need to get one person going. Alley-oop for the Thunder, turned over, in and out, no good. Push. Denny all the way, coast to coast. With the left, in and out, no good. Fuck, man, they are so good at defense. As soon as you end up getting the offensive board and you try to put it back up, it just comes right back in your face, or behind you with a big block. And SGA doing SGA things with that jumper. Denny. And Denny to the line. First free throw by Denny is good. Second free throw is good. Nice job, Denny. Keep it going. And you got to assume at some point the Thunder will cool off slightly. SGA pull up, in and out, no good. Nice rebound by Denny, coast to coast. Just got to be able to get one or two Blazers to kind of get hot here. Sharp. Nice jumper fadeaway is good. Nice job by Shaedon Sharpe there. 45-25 Thunder. SBA backing down, and good. God, he is so good. I mean, there's just nothing you can do when SGA is rolling. Sharpe at the top of the key. Crossover, pump fake, off the glass, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Thunder with the ball. Pick and roll at the top of the key. Wide open three, in and out, no good. Come on, Blazers. And again, it's like, if the three ball isn't going, you want to attack the paint. The only problem is when we try to attack the paint, the Thunder have too many long, lengthy players that end up blocking it. And a nice corner three there by the Blazers. We'll take that. There we go. (45-28) Thunder. Just got to be able to try to cut into this lead as much as we can. And hopefully we'll be down by 10-14 by half. If we can get down by that, then we should have a chance for some kind of rally in the third or the fourth. Spurs 33, Lakers 30, with about 9 minutes left in quarter number 2. SBA at the top of the key. Back to the cut. Ooh, nice pass. Good look. Off the glass, no good. Here we go. Denny. 4-on-1, and he had to take a pause there. Denny at the top of the key. There we go. And Denny draws the foul. I mean, SGA is so good. I mean, the guy can score 30, 40, 50, 60. I mean, there's not really that many people that can match up with him, at this point. He is one of the top dogs. There's no doubt about that. First free throw is good. Four for 14 from deep is terrible. 8 for 33. I don't think I've seen the Blazers shoot this bad in a game. But again, you are going against the Thunder, best team in the NBA, undefeated, great defensive team. And, normally, in a typical game, we're maybe shooting close to 50%, maybe something like 16 for 33, not 8 for fucking 33. And there's a reason why that we're down by, what we're down by. You can't go 8 for 33 and think that you're going to be ahead against the Thunder. So. The commercial break to end here. End of the first period, Sharks 2, Kraken 1. And if we can shoot better than 8 for fucking 33 in the second half, we should have a chance to make a little bit of a run. And thankfully, we don't play the Thunder every fucking day, And again, I already knew how tough this game was going to be, and we were happy that we ended up getting the dub against Denver when we were down by 10, against the Joker, and we came back to win that game. But a very disappointing performance against the Lakers. A few days ago, with no Luka, no LeBron, no Reeves, and having our former center Ayton and company, just rip us apart. And that's kind of the story for a lot of teams. Sometimes you play up to the competition, sometimes you play down, and again, that's going to be up to the coach, to get these guys motivated. And also, you just have to be able to do the basics. And again, today we haven't really been able to do that, and the shooting has been piss poor. Again, probably the worst shooting start in a first half that I've seen this year. And again, I don't think it'll be like that for a lot of games this season. And with that being said, we're only down 15, shooting 8 for 33. We could be down by 30 right now. So, just got to be able to, try to stay as close as possible. Free throw by Denny is good. Thunder bring up the ball. And a little pick and roll. Switch. Tumani there. Stay on him, Tumani. Was that travel? There's some questionable fouls here. Free throw is good by SGA. 46-30 Thunder. Yeah, against the Warriors. I mean, we've had some pretty good shooting games, to start the season. I've watched pretty much every game beginning to end. So, and you got to think, it's like we weren't a playoff team last year, and we're just trying to shoot for an 8 seed, and if we can get anything better than that, great. We're very young. Nice block there. Fast break. Sharp for 3, in and out, no good. Get the offensive board. And again, it seems like it's one and done with the shots. SGA for 3 in the corner, no good. Murray with the rebound, pushes it up. Jeremy Grant off the glass, and good. There we go, Jeremy. I mean, it would be nice if we could get some fucking foul calls down low and we can get some and ones. There we go. 46-32. Thunder, we're only down by 14 now. 7:30 to go. Corner 3 is open, in and out, no good. And now the Thunder are starting to cool off slightly. I mean, we obviously know the Thunder more than likely are going to win this game, but we want to make it kind of exciting at some point in this matchup. And I do believe someone will get hot for the Blazers before this one is over. Let him know, Jerry. Let's go, Shaden. 11-3 run here in the last 3 minutes. So, I mean, as good as the Thunder, are as the best team in the NBA, you can make runs on them, but again, you have to take full advantage. And again, you got to be able to swing the ball. You can't have any, ball hoggish play. There we go. Be unselfish. In and out, no good. It's board. Hartenstein, Wiggins, and Mitchell are back in the game. And SGA gets the call again. What's new? And he will be going to the line for 2. Like a never-ending story with SGA, regardless of who they play, the Blazers or any of your favorite teams. It feels like he gets every call, just like a superstar typically does. And some of them are kind of weak, again, if you're going to call it like that, call it the same way every game. But some of the calls are very suspect. And SGA, free throw is good. All right, come on, Blazers. We got to be smart here. 14 for 15 from the free throw line, for the Thunder. 10 for 12 for Rip City. And a reach-in foul there by the Thunder. Sharp out, Kamara out, Clingan and Holiday back in. Come on, Drew. Drew with the floater, in and out, no good, and that normally goes in. Can't get into a nice rhythm just yet. Hartenstein. SGA, fade away, no good. Rebound, let's go, push. Corner three. There we go. Nice corner three by Reed. Nice job there. Open three at the top of the key. Answer back. SGA is good. 51-35 with less than 6 minutes to go. Come on, Blazers. Foul! God, he fucking gets mugged out there. Can we get a fucking call? And as bad as we played in this first half, I mean, we're only down 16, could be down 30. And again, if we can just find a way to get down by 10 or 12, just before, we get into this last 5-minute stretch. Blazers with the depth, Murray. No room for selfish ball. There we go. Nice shot by Drew. And I love what Drew brings to this team. He definitely is not washed. And that definitely fills the gap until Dame is ready to play, as well as Scoot. We'll be getting him back at some point as well. Down by 13. Come on, Blazers. Come on, Rip City. Reith. Good defense. There we go. Clingan with the rebound. Here we go. Let's go. Holiday at the top of the key. Clingan, open three. In and out, no good. I don't know if I want Clingan shooting the fucking three at the top, even though he did make one earlier in the game. Thunder. Pass to Hartenstein. In and out, no good. Come on! You got to be kidding me. There's no call on that. Ridiculous call on Clingan down low. I mean, what are these ghost calls that he's getting? If the offensive player jumps into Clingan, right? Clingan's standing there. Come on. Let them play. Ridiculous call there on Clingan. I mean, if Clingan's hacking somebody, I get it, but. And again, some calls are going to be correct, but again, it's sports. We definitely will definitely be analyzing and criticizing, some of these refs, but there's just no way that this is a foul. I'm sorry. I mean, he was already kind of off balance. There was no chance that he was going to make that shot. That's a fucking bailout call. I mean, I don't know if we can challenge that or not, or whatnot, but that definitely is not a foul. And if that's going to be the kind of calls that are going to go against us, that's like the most ticky-tacky foul that I've seen, here in 2025. And it's against one of our really good rebounder and defenders, a guy that's made a lot of ground from year one to year two, Kling Kong, Donovan Kling, and we love him. It's a great draft pick, and hopefully his skill set will rub off, on some of the other bigs. And at some point, we'll be able to get Yang out there, who's kind of like a shorter version of Yao Ming, kind of a work in progress, one of the steals in the draft. And obviously, it's going to take some time, for him to be able to get adjusted to the NBA game. But they're going to do a referee review here. And this should, if they already reviewed another play for the Thunder and they ended up taking a foul away from us, this should be the same type of situation where you have a Thunder foul or a Blazer foul that should be taken away. I mean, I get it. Some refs are going to be a little bit more, ticky-tacky, where they're going to be calling, very basic reaches and, very minimal body contact and whatnot. But, at some point, enough is enough. Let them play. Free throw is good by Hartenstein. Betting on the Kings over the Lakers. And second free throw is good. Come on, Blazers, make a run here. We can do it. Holiday. Swing it. There's Drew. Drew, corner three. Bang, it's good. There we go, Drew. Nice job with that three. Only down by 12, baby, with 4 minutes to go. As badly as we've shot and all these shitty foul calls that we've been getting, 3-point shot by the Thunder, in and out, no good. Denny on the fast break. He's got a man. Jeremy Grant. Bang! There we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. After being down by 20 plus, almost 30, we're starting to make a little run. Floater, in and out, no good. 3 seconds. Turnover. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is much better than being down by 20 or 30, let me tell you. And I told you we would make a run. Holiday for three. Bang! Let's go. 3 consecutive threes, and just like that, the Blazers are back in business after being down by 20 to 25. Look at the scoreboard, and guess what? We're only down 6. We might still lose, but at least we're making it interesting here tonight. There we go. Beautiful 12-2 run in the last minute 43. And it shows you, even though the Blazers are young, and we're trying to shoot for, an 8 seed, and we might be somewhere between, the 5 and the 8 if we can be consistent this year. If not, we'll drop down to the 9 or the 10. But I definitely feel this team is much better than last year's team. And, with Splitter and the assistants calling the game rather than Billups, I think it definitely is going to put us in a better position to be able to keep continuing on these runs. And finally, the 3 ball is starting to drop. And again, SGA can take over a game at any given moment. We know that. There's no doubt about that. Again, this Blazer team is very underrated, and I don't think people truly realize how good they are. I mean, are we good enough to make it to the NBA Finals? No. Could we make the playoff? Maybe get passed around? Maybe. We're still very young, but it feels like starting this year, moving forward, it's going to be pretty special. Same thing with the Seattle Kraken, with their new coach. Feels like this team is much better than they have been the last couple of years. And same thing goes with the Mariners. A lot of these teams in the Pacific Northwest, and you can even throw the Hawks in that equation as well with Sam Darnold. They definitely are one of the better teams in the NFC. And sometimes when you end up having a new coach or manager, it definitely will, make some slight improvements also with the roster and kind of the strategy on how you play. And I like what I'm seeing here. 53-47 Thunder. No. But I definitely think the Blazers are a playoff team. Same thing with the Kraken. Kraken started off, all the way at the top in the standings a couple days ago and have been kind of floating between first and third, which is great for them. And then with the Blazers, at some point, you're going to be in that 4 or 5 spot. And then you're going to slide down, into the 7 or 8. And then at some point, you might even be sitting at the 9 or the 10. But it's all about consistency and, playing hard for each other. And, again, with the right blend of young as well as vet, I like where we're going. We don't have Scoot available. We don't have Dame. And, again, it's just a matter of time before we start heating up. Nice job by Drew Holiday. And again, a lot of people thought Drew was washed. And after we let Anthony Simons go to Boston, there was some concern. Okay, is Drew Holiday actually going to be a guy that will do anything for us? And, he's got really good chemistry with this team. And he's one of the big reasons why we're better this year. Not just him, but he definitely is one of the big focal points. Denny is our most all-around player. Drew gives us that, that splash type of ability. And let's see what we can do here in the last 4 minutes. Thunder, floater. Ooh, nice layup. Then good. 55-47. Nice job by Wiggins there. Largest lead was 22 by the Thunder, and we've cut it down to exactly where I kind of wanted it before halftime. But let's see if we can, kind of keep cashing in. Denny, floater, in and out, no good. And we're going to give him the shooting call on that, or they're going to say that was on the floor. I don't know if Portland deserves an NFL team. I think I would disagree with that. I would rather have a baseball team or a hockey team, personally. I think that would be better suited. You got to be able to have, the space and all the amenities lined up for certain sports. So. And they call that foul on Klingon. I don't know about that. Especially after Drew made that shot too. You want to keep Drew, you want to have him stay hot. As Scoot and Klingon are conversating about the shitty left we're seeing here at this point. Toumani Camara, Denny Advia, Jeremy Grant, Reith in the building, and a charge. Here we go, Toumani Camara, and he's one of the best in the NBA. To take charges, and there's another one by Toumani, and he was the expert at drawing charges in the NBA last year. Probably should have won Defensive Player of the Year. Denny to the line. There we go. First free throw is good by Denny. Second free throw is good by Denny Advia. Let's go, baby. 55-49, and we were down by 22 here early. And there we go. Blazers get the ball back after a foul there by the Thunder, or turnover. Layup, in and out, no good. Where's the over the back? There we go. And SGA with the foul. All right, let's go, Jeremy Grant. And Jeremy has been very good for us off the bench. Again, normally a starter for us in the Billups era. They decided to try to, move him to the bench, and it's worked. I know he probably wants to start, but, he gives us that six-man energy and, gives us that 20 points per game off the bench as a six-man, and definitely gives us a little bit of that confidence that we got a few guys that can get the job done with, scoring as well as defense. First free throw is good. Let's go, baby. There we go. Second free throw is good. And look at that. After being down by 22, I told you, the Blazers were going to be able to bounce back. Now, obviously, the refs are blowing these whistles nonstop, which is obviously helping the Blazers out, so to speak. Now, no good. Here we go. Push. Denny Advia. Fast break. Reith. Reith at the top of the key. Bang is good. Are you kidding me? You got a bench guy like Reith making threes. Life is good. Let's go. 55-54 Thunder. 2 minutes to go. Defense is definitely turned up on another level here for the Blazers as well. Great second quarter after a very bad first quarter. Wiggins. Step back three. In and out, no good. Rebound. There we go. Push. Holiday. Be smart here. Denny Advia for three, and he's off today. You got to attack the rim, Denny, not shoot threes. Pump fake. And that three is good. Damn it. So many triples here for the Thunder. Denny? Can we get a call? How come we can't get any calls from these refs? Like the body-on-body calls when we go to the rim? Like, can we get anything? Corner three. And back-to-back threes by the Thunder after we got so close. Come on, Blazers, finish strong. I mean, it's much better than being down by 22. 10 for 23 from deep. Adnia. There we go, Drew. Drew is on fire. Keep giving him the ball. Tell Denny to stop shooting from deep. SGA with the layup is good. 63-57, down by 6. That's exactly where you want to be after being down by 22. I mean, hell, we could be down by 40 right now and the game could be over. So, great job by the Blazers. Behind the back by Denny. Tomorrow for 3, in and out, no good. And plus, we need to have guys crash the boards. It's like you usually have one guy down there, if any. And Tamani tries to take the charge and doesn't get the ball. Them out Portland. $63-57 though. I'll take that. You know, at least we're, still in it. And I'm proud of this team. It's not like, we're the Thunder. We're not, a team that's coming off a championship or anything like that. But, if they can keep building this team, there is a chance, that we could end up making the playoffs this year and possibly surprising. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have challenged that. Normally, when Tumani gets his calls, both feet are flat. And obviously, they were kind of in the air. And then obviously, you saw the Thunder player kind of dip to the side. But I definitely would not review that. And Tumani is one of the best in the NBA as far as drawing charges. I believe he was number 1 in the NBA last year. But even though he ends up kind of drifting to the side right there, I don't know if you're going to get that. Especially if they call that a block on the, the court, they're going to probably keep that call and that'll be upheld. I don't think it's a terrible idea if it's legit, And again, Tumani is the best in the NBA at drawing charges, so. Nice job by the Blazers on this nice run when they were down by 22 at the most and having a very, very tough time, early on. But now being able to get on a few runs here in the second quarter, 63-57 Thunder. And again, we just have to play the same way that we did against Denver, when we were down by 10 pretty much the whole game. And then we clawed back in that third and fourth quarter and found a way. Even if it, ends up being just a 1 or 2 point victory, at any point, you'll take any kind of victory over the best team in the NBA, coming off the championship, who's 8-0, who's undefeated. Still reviewing. And the reviews are so long in the NBA. We thought reviews in baseball and the NFL were long. Nowhere near this. They did call it offensive foul. Wow, see? Coach's challenge was successful. Sharks 2, Kraken 1. Well, looks like you were wrong, Logan. Nice call there. 63-57. Ball gets overturned. Now the Blazers have a chance to cut into this lead, and we can get a and 1 or hit a deep 3. We potentially will be down only 3, maybe before half. To me, when I was watching it, it looked more like a block, because again, most of the time when Tumani gets the ball, both of his feet are flat. But again, the defender did kind of drift to the side. But again, I guess, based on Tumani's reputation, maybe that's what got him that call. If it was any other player on the Blazers, probably not. And here we go. Pick and roll at the top of the key with Denny Adbia. Denny, pump fake. Passes it out to Drew Holiday, who's been hot. Another three by Drew. In and out, no good. Offensive board by Denny. Give it back to Drew. And let's hang on to the last shot here. Pick and roll. Denny needs to give this ball up to Drew. What are we doing? And Denny getting a little selfish there, airballs it. And again, that's selfishness. Come on, Denny. Understand that Drew's the hot hand. Let Drew have that last shot. Holiday with 12 points. Denny's got 6 boards and 5 assists. Sharp with a steal. But again, you got to recognize when your teammates are hot, and you got to put your ego, at the door. And sometimes you got to give that ball up and let Drew shoot again. And not to say that he would have made it, but he had a hell of a better chance than what Denny's been, throwing up here in the first half. And that looks like it is halftime. 63-57 Thunder. I'll take that all day and all night, especially when we were down by 22. Just a few minutes ago, and I would have been happy down 8-14 if we could have cut it in half. But we definitely cut it more into that, and we're only down by 6 as we go into halftime. They're putting more time back on the clock. God, the refs and these calls today, unbelievable. Push off. He pushed off. Hartenstein pushes off and gets the layup, and they're going to let that go? You got to be fucking kidding me. What is going on with these refs? He pushed off. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Pushes off. I mean, you're reviewing, all of these other challenges and calls. How do you miss that? Fuck out of here with that. Jesus Christ. 65-57 halftime now. But I can't believe that, out of all the other calls, that's the one that they let go? Unbelievable. But I'm proud of the Blazers. Rip City, baby. We're playing with a lot of heart, against a team that obviously has the refs on their side. If they're out of all the calls that we witnessed in this first half, that might have been the most blatant push off or blatant call. And then they're just like, nah, and they just let it go. Unreal. And just for the simple fact that they scored right there at the end too, a cheap bucket. And now the Blazers are down by 8 when we should be down by fucking 6. But unbelievable. That might have been like the worst call that wasn't called in a game in the NBA for the Blazers in this season that I've seen. Like, so blatant, and the refs are staring at it. But again, I mean, I'm happy that we're, not down by 22 or 30 or 32, and, we were able to play some good defense. Drew Holiday got hot. I just wish that Denny, would have the awareness, to be able to give the ball to the hot man. And, again, you're the, most all-around player on the team. But again, you got to be able to understand it's not always about you. You got to be able to give that ball up, especially if someone is hot like Drew Holiday. And, but again, I guess if we're going to end up getting push-off calls to end the quarter with 1 second left after it was already supposed to be halftime, and then they look at them, and then they don't even review that after all the other bullshit reviews and questionable calls by the refs today. Some going in the Blazers' favor and some going in the Thunder favor, but unbelievable push-off in the back, and that leads to a layup with 1 second left, and no challenge, no review. They just let them walk into the locker room with an 8-point lead. Unbelievable. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. And shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. We've gained 2 subs from the last commercial break. Appreciate that. 71 subs to go to 23,300. And we'll be doing a lot of Blazer coverage, a little bit of Kraken when the time is right. Still continue to do Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night football, as well as college football on Fridays and Saturdays. And then usually Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays will typically be the Blazers. And again, if they end up having a good matchup on one of the other days, we'll see, obviously what event is going on and which will be, the bigger event that particular day. And halftime will be pretty quick, only 10 minutes. So we got a 10-minute countdown. Jrue Holiday with 12 points. Avdija with 6 boards and 5 assists. But again, kind of getting selfish, towards the end of that second quarter. Needed to give the ball up to the hot hand. But, it is what it is. And hopefully Denny will be a little bit more of a facilitating teammate and just letting the hot hand continue to stay hot. Again, if Jrue Holiday didn't get hot in that second quarter, I can only imagine what we would be down by, probably 20 to 22. So, yeah, I agree, Jerry. Again, we had some calls go in our favor. We had some reviews go in our favor and go against us. But that push-off with Hartenstein scoring at the end was utter bullshit. But at least we're only down 8, and we have a chance to win. And that, again, it's a good feeling when you're playing the undefeated 8-0 number 1 team in the NBA, who's coming off a championship with SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder. But again, if you watch that Denver Nugget game with the Blazers, they played a hell of a game. And this one kind of feels like we might be able to do the same thing if we're able to play defense, get back, and, hopefully the 3 ball will start dropping for us in the third and the fourth. But, being able to, use the pick and roll game and understanding, 11 for 26 from 3 isn't ideal. They're 9 for 19, 14 from 16 from the line. They're 15 from 17. We're out rebounding them 34 to 30. We got 19 bench points, over 10 for them. But the points in the paint are a little alarming. Only 8 for the Blazers, 18 for the Thunder. But the Thunder have really good defense in the box. And so when you try to attack in the middle, you're usually getting, fouled, but it's not called, or you're getting rejected. So we'll see how the second half plays out, but we'll go from there. We're at halftime, 65-57 Thunder. And happy birthday to Big Red in heaven. And again, if we can find a way to win this game for Bill Walton, that would be absolutely fantastic. The only reason that the Blazers have a championship, obviously we know Maurice Lucas and Bill Walton, the enforcer, down low, getting the job done, Lionel Hollins, Ronnie Davis, finding a way to get the Blazers at least one championship. And then obviously, with Harry Porter, Clyde Drexler, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams, Kevin Duckworth, and Cliff Robinson, Uncle Cliffy. We came close twice, in 90 against the Bad Boys and 92 against Gordon and Pippen, but we weren't able to get the job done. But again, even though we were down 2-0, against Dr. J and the Sixers, we won 4 straight. And at least we ended up getting one championship for the Portland Trail Blazers before it was all said and done. go, baby. Let's win it for Bill. Win it for Big Red. We've got about 4 minutes to go into the second half. And again, I want us to be able to attack the paint as much as possible, get back on defense. And again, we're not able to full court press the Thunder like we have in a lot of the other games, up to this point. And, just defense. Hopefully that three ball will keep landing for Jrue Holiday. And we know SGA can take over a game and, any given moment, he's that good. He is the truth. And we'll just see what we can get out of our guys with Jrue Holiday and Denny Advia. Hopefully Shaedon Sharpe will be able to attack the paint, and hopefully Donovan Clingan won't get any BS calls down low, and he'll be able to get us a few points down low in the paint. Since we only have 8, and that's not going to be enough unless you're hitting the three ball efficiently, and we weren't in the first quarter, but we were in the second. So again, at least we're in it. It's much better than being down by 22 in the first quarter like we were. So. All right, second half here, just about to start. Lakers 60, Spurs 59 at half. And Warriors are up 71-69 with about 7:40 left in quarter number 3. Gained a few more subs since our last commercial break. 70 to go to 23,300. Let's get it, baby. Nets finally got a win. And we're just about ready to get back here into the second half momentarily. And I like the physicality that we played in the second quarter, much better than the first. And again, getting back on defense against a team like this is so imperative if you want to be able to keep the game close. Field goal percentage for the Blazers, 30% to 45% for OKC, 11 for 26 from deep, 9 for 19, but they were much better in the first quarter, kind of dropped off in the second. 16 for 17 from the line for the Thunder, 14 for 16 for the Blazers. So that's good. We're making our free throws. But points in the paint, 18-8. And that obviously favors the Thunder. So if we can kind of, attack the paint, try to get a few and ones, and see, how that plays out, that'll definitely help us. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. All right, here we go. We're back in it. Bounce back and good. Damn it. Oh. 68-57, their Thunder. Where's the foul call? And Denny Advia with the offensive foul. Just not Denny's game here today. He's getting frustrated, trying to do too much. Know your role. Full court press here by Denny Advia. Pick and roll here by the Thunder. Step up. Good defense there by the Blazers. Sharp with the rebound. Oh, Shaedon. Sharp all the way. Layup is good. There we go. Nice left-handed layup by Shaedon Sharp. 68-59 Thunder. 8 points for Sharp, but we need Sharp to be around that 20 range. And offensive foul there by Hartenstein. And we'll take that. There we go. That might have been a makeup call, after the Hartenstein pushed off at the end of the second quarter. NBA refs love makeup calls. All right, let's take advantage of that offensive foul by Hartenstein. Let's see if we can score here. As long as Denny doesn't try to be a fucking ball hog, we'll be fine, which is not normally in his character. Sharp. Reach and foul. There we go. Reach and foul there by Wallace on Sharp. Money Kamara passes into Denny Advia. Jrue Holiday swings it. Sharp. Good pass into the corner. Good ball movement here by the Blazers early. Denny. Off the glass and no good. And Denny to the line. Nine for 10 from the stripe for Denny. We got to continue to make our free throws as well. And just like Jerry said, if we can shoot around 50%, that could give us a chance. First free throw is good. 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from deep. And he's 10 for 11 from the line and 6 rebounds. I don't think I've seen Denny play like this ever. And hopefully he'll be able to get some shots to fall. Second free throw is good. SGA bring the ball up. And a little pick and roll. SGA at the top of the key. Open three is good. Fuck. Nice two-man game with SGA and Joe. Three in and out, no good by Holiday. Stay on him, Blazers. Step back jumper, front rim, in and out, no good. Rebound! And there we go. Last break, Denny. Umani Kamara and the corner wide open. Sharp for three. Let's go. Shaedon Sharp with a big three there. Cutting into the lead. Let's go. Backdoor cut. And Joe with the layup. In and out, no good. Sharp. Nice pass to Denny. Goes up with the left. In and out. God, he has no luck today. Jesus Christ. Denny can't make anything. Fast break. Layup is no good. Sloppy play here by both teams. And Denny with a turnover. Getting his ass out of the game. And SGA takes a little bit of body, and layup is good. 73-65 Blazers. And that's a foul. Playing into the line. Let him know, Jerry. First free throw is good. Let's go Klingon. And like I said, I like the fact that we're turning into like a defensive, first rebounding type of team with at least some of the guys. And second free throw is good. Nice job by Klingon there. 73-66 Thunder. And Blazers were down by 22 in the first quarter. So for us to be able to battle back, and Denny is having a terrible game, besides just free throws, and we're only down by 7 points, I'll take that. Corner three, in and out, no good. And you would assume if they're going to continue to launch deep, we'll be able to crawl back into this game. Denny needs to be a facilitator. Sharp, and a reach-in foul there by the Thunder. Wiggins with his fourth personal. I take that. End of the second period for the Sharks and the Kraken. Sharks up 3-1. How the hell are they up 3-1 on the Kraken? Unbelievable. Not very good goalie play, obviously, today. Sharp. Nice pass. Let's go. Money Kamara with the little floater. Nice, back cut there. 73-68, which is now 76-68, but hey, we're trying to battle. This team shoots three after three after three. SGA says, bang, I got you back. Thunder with the steal. Get back. Another three. No good. Grab it. And one. Fuck, man. Hartenstein. And again, they run the floor so well. Need a couple more subs. Last commercial break. Appreciate that. In and out and no good. Push, Blazers. There we go. We need more of that. I mean, we need more of Jeremy Grant. At least he has the upper body strength to be able to, go up against some of the bigs on the Thunder. Denny Avdia, it's just not your day-to-day. Let Jeremy Grant be Jeremy Grant. Give him some more looks. Denny needs to be a facilitator. Corner three by the Thunder, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound by the Thunder. Corner three, in and out, no good. Another offensive rebound. Rebound, Blazers. Fuck. Hartenstein at the top of the key. SGA. Hartenstein open for three. Front rim, in and out, no good. Can we get a rebound, please? Fuck. 4 offensive rebounds by the fucking Thunder. Are you kidding me? In and out, no good. There we go. Klingon finally with a rebound. Here we go. 78-70 Thunder. Attack. Murray to the paint. Rejected. Fast break. 2-on-2. Rejected by Klingon. Let's go. Hit him with a little Mutombo. I like that. And timeout Blazers. Beautiful block there. Pins it against the glass. Love it. Donovan Clingan. 6:13 left here in the third quarter. Blazers were down by 22 in the first quarter, and now the game is manageable. No guarantees that we win, but at least we're playing much better in the second and here in the early third quarter. Yeah, Grant is good enough to be a starter. And again, he's the only one that's really being able to get any points in the paint. So sometimes you just got to be aware of, who's doing what. Holiday, shot the ball well from deep. You want to give them some more chances. You want to be able to give Jeremy Grant a few more chances. And, Denny, usually is a guy that's very productive. He's probably the best all-around player, points, rebounds, assists, defense. He does it all, but today just hasn't been his day. And hopefully he recognizes that, puts his ego to the side, ends up being more of a facilitator. And if he ends up doing that, instead of taking bad shots, here in the second half, we might be able to get on a little bit more of a run than we've already had in the first, obviously, last 8, 9, 10, 12 minutes. Yeah, anytime you can have a guy come off the bench and score 20, you got something cooking. Can't believe the Kraken are down 3-1. I got to look at the box score and see what the hell's going on. And Joey Decourt is in net. I was about to say, who the hell is in net? But it's our best goalie. So it's one of those games, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't matter, if Chad and Caruso were in there, could be the same type of thing, We ended up beating Denver, with a full lineup, and then, down by 10 pretty much the whole game, found a way to come back and win. And then we play the Lakers with no LeBron, no Luka, no Reeves, and then we get destroyed. So, you just don't really know what you're going to get out of this young Blazer team from game in and game out. But, we're definitely going to play up to the competition. And, again, we were down by 22 in the first quarter. Right now, we're only down 10, and I'll take that. Nice backdoor cut there by the Thunder with the dunk. Right, come on, Drew. Holiday up the top of the key, pick and roll with Kamara. Drew. Kamara for three at the elbow, no good. Get back. SGA kicks it back out. Three, in and out, no good. Nice rebound there by Clingan. Someone come to the ball. Here we go. Jeremy Grant at the top of the key. Yeah, don't shoot that, Clingan. Holiday behind the back. Someone cut. Behind the back pass to Clingan for three. In and out, no good. That's not the possession that we want. But again, they are so intimidating down low, and they haven't really been able to get a lot of calls in the paint. SGA, fade away on the baseline, in and out, no good. Nice offensive board, and that's one thing that the Thunder excel at is offensive rebounds. Another chance here for the Thunder. Pump fake. 24-second shot clock violation, I believe. Yep. Now, Spurs and Lakers knotted up at 72 in the third quarter, 7:23 to go. Love me some Wemby. Advia and Reed then. Denny at the top of the key, kicks it to the corner. Corner three, in and out, no good. Rebound. And you can tell, like, with the Blazer players, there's no, like, sense of urgency to, like, go up and get it. Like, every single Thunder player goes for rebounds. And that shows the lack of, experience, with the guys that we have. Reith for three, front rim, no good. And again, we don't want a possession like that after they just scored, and then you just give it right back to them. And SGA doing SGA things, drawing the foul, in the paint. And again, we just, have to stop giving them such easy looks. $11 points for Sharp, but only 4 for 12 shooting. Got to be better. He's getting a breather there. SBA. Free throw is good. If we can get this lead down to 8-10, before the third quarter ends, that'll give us, a slight chance. Got to go on a little bit of a run if we can in the last 2 minutes. Second free throw is good. Tyler in the building. What's good, brother? Danny Advia at the top of the key. Pick and roll with Reith. Oh, way. Where's the foul? And SGA with reach. That's his 4th personal. And if Denny actually was shooting well from the field, maybe we're only down by like 4 or 5 in this game, or maybe it's even closer. First free throw is good. $12 points, 0 for 9 from field goal, 0 for 3 from deep, 12 from 13 from the free throw line. I don't think I've ever seen Denny play a game like this, especially when you need his scoring against a team like this, but... Pick and roll for the Thunder at the top of the key. SGA swings it to the corner. And again, this team will not stray from the three. It doesn't matter if they're up by 5 or up by 25. They're going to continue to shoot threes. And there we go, Jeremy Grant up and under. And that should be the only player that attacks the paint that can actually take the body and, get the and one, even if they don't get the call. Nice job. Blazers down by 10. Let's see if we can get on a little bit of a run. We can get down by 6 to 10 points before the fourth quarter. We're in business. Jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound. There we go. Push. Denny at the top of the key. Be a facilitator, my guy. Reith to Denny. Denny at the top of the key for 3. In and out, no good. And can we get anybody to have some passion for rebounding? Gosh. We normally got one guy down there, sometimes none. And that's every shot. And then with the Thunder, it seems like they always have multiple guys crashing the boards. And most of the time they're successful. Here we go. Jeremy Grant. Top of the key from Denny to Jeremy. Why are we shooting threes here? Come on. SGA with the rebound. Blazers only down by 10, less than 2 minutes to go. Wild shot there by SGA. Go on the floor, dive. There we go. Good loose ball effort there by the Blazers. Finally, some fucking effort. Holiday at the top of the key. Jeremy Grant. Elbow 3, in and out, no good. And stolen by Jrue Holiday. Save it. There we go. Hartenstein is not. I don't believe he's in the game at the moment. One on two. SGA, pick him up. SGA. Corner 3. In and out, no good. Nice rebound there by Denny. We We got about a minute to go. Come on, Blazers. Got to find a way to get something here. 9 rebounds for Denny Advia. And a foul at the top of the key. Timeout call. Blazers only down by 10 after being down by 22 in the first quarter. We got a minute 15 left. And again, if we can just, have a little bit of effort, rebounding and defense and closing out, that's one thing the Blazers are not good at. And again, if we can get this lead to, 6 to 9 points, somewhere in that general range where we can hit a bucket, play D, hit a bucket, and be down by 6 to 7 points going into the fourth, we legitimately will have a shot. Yeah, very sloppy, third quarter. And that third quarter kind of felt like our first quarter where we weren't really in sync like we were in the last, 5, 6, 7 minutes of the second quarter where we started to get a little hot. The Thunder are going to continue to shoot threes if they're up by 5 or 25. It doesn't matter. They're going to just play with house money. And, most of the time those shots are going to drop. But luckily, we've had a couple of those threes go in and out. But again, the Thunder are the best team in the NBA. They're 8-0. They're undefeated. They're coming off the championship with SGA. He might be the best player in the NBA overall. Definitely a top 2, top 3 player. You can make your opinions on, what rank you have SGA, 1, 2, or 3, but he definitely is in the top 3. And the role players are fantastic for the Thunder. Even though they don't have Chet, Holmgren, and Caruso playing today, they have plenty of other guys that can step up and score 10, 15, 20 points, up and down the roster. And they play hard for each other, and it shows. They bring a lot of effort on both sides of the ball. They're a much better rebounding team, and I've definitely seen that here tonight. And again, I just hope that if we end up throwing up a 3, that we got at least a couple guys down there trying to rebound. Otherwise, if you don't got anybody down there rebounding, and then they can just make 1 or 2 quick passes for easy layups on the other end, it's going to be game over real quick. So hopefully they'll be able to, box out, close out, and be a little bit more intense, on some of these plays. And, we don't have too many guys that we can really go down low besides Jeremy Grant at the moment. But hopefully Jrue Holiday will be able to get hot again. Yeah, Denny was still 0 field goals. I've never seen Denny play a game like this since we've got him from the Wizards. Normally, 15 to 20 points a game, 5 to 10 rebounds, 5 to 10 assists. He might even have a block or a steal or 2, but it's a weird game. Almost all his points are just like free throws and whatnot. And obviously he's getting the rebound, but then he was getting, a little selfish on some of the attempts where if he would have facilitated instead of just trying to get buckets for himself, obviously he's frustrated. I get it. Maybe we would be down by less, but I'll take what we have right now. It's Bill Walton's birthday today. Rest in peace, Bill. First free throw by Jeremy Grant is good. Really the only guy in the team that we can count on. And second free throw by Jeremy Grant is good. Jeremy Grant averaging 20 points per game off the bench after being a starter for the Blazers for the last couple years. And he's doing a magnificent job in that role. Third quarter free throws were 8 for 8. And our free throw game is what's keeping us close in this. Off the ball foul there. Was that on Murray? I think that was on Murray. Murray's fourth personal foul. 84-76 here with less than a minute to go in the third quarter. And after being down by 22 in the first, I'm really happy with how we're playing, the champs from last year, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And a collision right there towards the baseline. And Murray with his 5th personal. Christ, Murray, get his ass out of there. I don't think I've seen a player get back-to-back fouls quicker than that. If they're going to continue to be wild from 3, we'll let them. But again, we have to make sure we get a few and ones. And, again, it's not like we're going to be able to get like SGA out of the game, even though they probably were thinking about resting him if they were going to have a blowout in the first half. But we were able to climb back into this one. This free throw is good by Joe. And second free throw is good. 86-76. And now 86-78. Here we go, Blazers. Less than a minute to go. Grant at the top of the key. Nice pass by Denny. And there we go. Denny's first basket of the game. Let's go. Nice job, Denny. Missed his first 11 shots. I don't think he's ever had a game like this, even on the Wizards. Front rim, in and out, no good. Fast break here for the Blazers. 25 seconds left. Where's the foul with the body? Golly, Jeremy Grant getting roughed up out there. And it seems like we get all of this contact down low, but we barely get the ball. Yeah, I mean, obviously, trying to go at SGA would definitely be key, but, you know, SGA definitely gets superstar calls, and knowing our luck, if we went at SGA, we would end up getting a charge based on how they've been calling this game. Jump ball. Reese, that's it. With those neon green basketball kicks that he has there. Denny Avdia at the top of the key, feeling confident now after making his first bucket, after going 0-11. Pick and roll with Reith. Denny, back to Reith. And Reith for three? No way! At the fucking shot clock. You kidding me? And deep three from half court, airballed. And here we go. End of the third quarter. 86-81 Blazers. Let's go. Dude, Reith making threes is like Klingon making threes. I mean, it's just not supposed to happen, but I'll take that. Even hit him with the Michael Jordan there at the end on Ian Hartenstein. We'll take that. Down by 5, baby. Let's go. What started off in the first quarter looked like we were going to lose by 40 to 60 points. And again, just mentioning, we just need to go on a little bit of a run in the second quarter. Jrue Holiday got hot. We did. And on a little bit of a run there in the third as well. And, now we've cut the lead from 22 from the Thunder all the way down to 5. So it kind of feels similar, eerie similar to the Denver Nugget game where we had no business winning. And again, we were down by 10. A good chunk of that game, but had a very productive third and fourth quarter. And again, the third could have been a little bit better, with all things considered, though. Down by 5. You can't get angry about that, if you're a Blazer fan. And again, we're going to have a chance, slightly, if we can have them shoot wild and we can get a few calls to go in our favor, especially in the paint. And hopefully the shot selection will be good. We just don't start shooting threes like our life depends on it. And if we're able to play some good defense, there might be a slight chance that we could end up stealing this game and giving the Thunder their first loss of the season. And again, it's still going to be very, very tough. The Thunder are the best team in the NBA, and they don't got Caruso playing today or Chet, so I get it. But again, the Nuggets had a full roster. We beat them, and we play the Lakers. No LeBron, no Luka, no Reeves, and then we get destroyed. And then obviously we know that DeAndre Ayton, former Blazer, ended up having his revenge game against us. So you never really know what you're going to get from each game. Are they going to play up to the competition like they did with the Nuggets, or obviously playing down to the Lakers because the LeBron, Luka, and Reeves weren't playing, and maybe they didn't go at them as much as they should have and ended up getting beat. But today, you're playing up to the competition because it's the best looking team in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder. So SGA is an insane player, and they definitely cater to him. It's very, easy to see. But again, I'm proud of this team, and we're very close now. Let's get it. Start of the fourth quarter here. Oh, nice steal. Sharp with the steal. Fast break. 2-on-2. Denny Kicks it back out, flings it. Sharp at the top of the key. Pick and roll with Reef. And Sharp for three. Oh, baby. Sharp for three. Let's go. Blazers down 2. Let's go, baby. Here we go. Now the crowd's starting to get into it here in Rip City at the Moda. Oh, that should have been a turnover. Come on. Over and back. 8-0 run in the last minute 27 for the Portland Trailblazers. Corner 3 by the Thunder. Front rim. In and out. No good. Nice rebound. Here we go. Let's see if we can get our first lead in a possession or two. Sharp almost falling down. Reach in. Jump ball. Jump ball. There we go. Hopefully he didn't injure himself there. That was close for Sharp. We gained 3 more subs since the last commercial break. Shout out to all the new subs we've acquired. 65 subs to 23,300. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train, and 5 to 15 subs, which we've already hit already. Alley-oop is good. What a throwdown by Hartenstein. Caught it with the left and threw it down. 88-84. 10 points tonight from Hartenstein, even though he had that cheap push-off with 1 second left. That should have never counted, but it is what it is. Pick and roll here. Swing it. There might be a reach-in foul there on Tumani. Blazers down by 4. I hate when we end up giving up, alley-oops, to the other team, but AR in the building. What's good? Sharp at the top of the key. Pick and roll with Reef. Sharp. And gets a little bit of body there from the Thunder, and Sharp goes to the line for 2. What's good, AR? How are you? Wiggins with 5. Sharp. First free throw is good. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Rip City. We know we're very young, but again, we have a chance here tonight. Down by 22 in the first quarter, and we're only down by 2 after this second free throw is good by Shaedon Sharp. Let's go. 10 minutes to play here. And Mitchell goes to work there for the Thunder, and I think they get a little bit of body by Kamara. So many whistles in this game. Some that were correct calls and others that are just fucking slowing the game down. Pick and roll here at the top of the key. And an easy layup rolls in and good. And Mitchell there with the layup. Denny at the top of the key. Good ball movement there. Swing it. Tumani for 3. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Stolen. Go Sharp. Off the glass. In and out. No good. Should have probably gave that up. Get back on D. And a layup is good. We got so close from taking the first lead of the game there. 92-89. Keep attacking the paint there. Mitchell with that layup. 12 points tonight for the Thunder. And a foul. Offensive foul. Give me a break. That's a foul. He's hooking him. Golly. Yeah, he already got fouled first before the hook came with the body and the reach. Yeah, they definitely, obviously with Evans and Godwin and Bucky Irving and some guys in the secondary being banged up, I'm proud of how Baker has played, and we're definitely one of the top dogs in the NFC, and hopefully we'll continue to get some guys healthy, and we'll be able to make a run at the NFC Championship game this year. 94-86 Spurs with Wemby ahead of the Lakers with about 42 seconds left, and they're doing another challenge. I don't know if I've ever seen a game with this many challenges in the NBA. Obviously, we're early into the season, but we'll see what they call here. Blazer coach is nice. Splitter is better than Billups, so. Yeah, started off good, but again, if we didn't lose to the Lakers, we would be, in a better position. But again, you just, you don't really know, what you're going to get from each game, and obviously sometimes, the Blazers, just like every team, will play up to the competition, Nuggets and Thunder, and will play down to the competition when they don't have Luka, LeBron, and Reeves. Now, if those guys were playing, maybe the game would have ended differently, but we definitely took them for granted, and then they punched us in the mouth and stomped us. And at least that we were able to recover after that bad Laker loss. And, again, we're in it right now. We're only down by 3, and I like our chances. Let's go, Portland. We got so close of possibly tying that game up, but we have to make sure we get back on defense as well. And it's Bill Walton's birthday today in heaven. If we could win it for Bill, that would be huge here for Rip City. And after this challenge has gone on for 1 billion minutes. Now I do everything. So I do full-time for the Mariners. I do NFL, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, not just Buccaneer games, but everybody. And then also the Ducks and other college football games. We do the Kraken for NHL, as well as the Blazers, WWE, NASCAR, Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup Series, and, even UFC and boxing once in a blue moon. We literally do everything on the channel. I got to be able to work. This is my full-time job, so I got to work every day. So just because the Mariners season ended doesn't mean that I end. Denny on the fast break. Layup is good. There we go. Blazers cut the lead to 1 after being down by 22 in the first quarter. 17 points for Denny, and Denny finally getting it going, shooting 2 for 13. But again, finally getting some buckets to drop here in the second half. Play some defense, Blazers. Pokes that one away. We're only down by 1. Step it up. Charge. Christ, man. Lillard is back with the team. He's just injured. And Scoot Henderson is, rehabbing an injury. So at some point, he'll be back and whatnot. Jeremy Grant ended up going to the bench, and he's scoring 20 points per game. Drew Holiday's been playing great. Sharp is amazing. And again, we got Toumani Camara and Donovan Clingan for defense. This team is better than the teams that we've had in the last few years. So this team could actually make the playoffs this year. So, even though, things have been a little bleak after Dame left, but obviously when, the time is right, when Dame is healthy, as well as Scoot, it'll give us, those extra pieces that we need for depth. And again, I like this team a lot here in 2025. Anthony Simons is on the Celtics, and that's how we ended up getting Drew Holiday. All right, 92-91 Thunder. At the top of the key. Crossover. What a flop. Flop. Jesus Christ. If there was a flop, he must have learned that from LeBron. Shot it and immediately went down like he got shot. Ridiculous. Give me a break, Mitchell. Biggest flop I've ever seen. Free throw is good. And Jeremy Grant ends up going to the bench. And they're going to bring Murray back in, but he's got 5 fouls. Second free throw is good. All right, here we go. Denny, pick and roll with Klingon. Foul! And there we go. Denny to the line. Denny had, Lillard had many years where he wasn't hurt. It just, kind of happened, towards the end of his career. And then obviously when he ended up going to Milwaukee, he had more injuries there than he did when he was on the Blazers. So. Free throw is good. Here we go. Down by 22 in the first quarter. At least we're fighting, and again, this is a team that's the best team in the NBA, 8-0, undefeated. It's coming off a championship last year with SGA, and we're just trying to fight with them. Free throw is good. Here we go. Under at the top of the key. Pick and roll. Klingon. Stay on him. Floater. And Mitchell, the floater is good. 16 points for Mitchell. Denny at the top of the key. Klingon. Whoa! Big flush by Denny. Throws it down. My goodness. Exclamation point by Denny with that fucking throwdown. 3 in and out. No good by SGA. Good rebound here. Here we go. Denny again. Off the glass. No good. Should have passed that. SGA backing down. In and out. No good. Klingon with the rebound. Push, Blazers. Let's go. We haven't led the whole game. Drew, bang! Hell yeah. First lead of the game, baby. Let's go. Largest lead of the game for the Blazers. One right now. Down by 22 in the first quarter. Great comeback. There we go. Turnover. Great stop on Mitchell right there. And the crowd is going crazy. Yeah, Blazers are a playoff team this year. They got as high as 4 in the standings a couple, games back. But when they dropped that bad game to the Lakers, they've obviously, drifted down a little bit. And I assume they're going to be floating between 5 and 10, in the seeds. Obviously, the top 8 make the playoffs. So we were shooting for an 8 seed going into the year. But if they have some consistency, we might be able to get as high as maybe a 6, if we're really lucky. But I think that, going from 4, big quarter 3 by Drew. Bang, let's go. Let's go. Big 3 there. We're on a 30-12 run. Let's go, baby. SGA jumper, front rim, and no good. And foul called there on the Blazers. Blazers up by 4 and now only up by 1, but we'll take that. Yeah, Jerry, definitely turned out to be a decent game. Yeah, the division is always going to be tough. The West is much better than the East. There's no doubt about that. But again, if we can, float between the 5 and the 10 seed and just, kind of, see where we fall and where the chips fall, we'll take that. SGA at the top of the key. Pick and roll. Wiggins. Corner 3 is good. Come on, Blazers. Drew Holiday at the top of the key. Pick and roll with Klingon. Klingon gets it. Jeremy Grant, jumper, in and out, no good. Get back. And 2-on-2. And layup is good. Bad defense there by the Blazers. Come on, Clingan. You guys got to get back. Holiday. Passes to Clingan at the top of the key. Pick and roll with Denny. Another pick and roll there with Clingan. Denny at the top of the key. Passes it to Toumani Camara for three. It's good. Let's go. I mean, this is a battle here. Back and forth, back and forth. SGA for three. It's good. Wow. Just when we have a lead, they take it right back. 104, 103. But hey, I'll take a 1-point game rather than being down 22 in the first. 4 lead changes, no ties. Pick and roll here with Jrue Holiday at the top of the key. Another pick and roll. Denny, floater, and a foul call with the reach in by the Thunder. Let them know, TJ. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on the Dono train, and 5 to 15 subs. We already hit that. Let's see if we can get 15 to 30. But I'm proud of this team. You know, again, they haven't been a playoff team for quite a few years, and we were shooting for an 8, the last spot in the West this year, and they look like they might even be better than that this year. Grant with the layup is good. Nice job by Jeremy today. 105, 104, Blazers take the lead. 5 lead changes, no ties, all in the fourth quarter. SGA off the dribble, in and out, no good. Rebound! And there we go. Good defense there by the Blazers, and turnover, Thunder. Denny, cross-court pass. Jeremy Grant's there. Attack the paint. Ow! Oh! And that just went just in and out. Jeremy Grant almost with an and one. And Jeremy Grant to the line as Dame and the rest stand up and try to cheer this team to a victory here in the last few minutes. Yeah, we were down by 22 in the first. We could have lost this game by 40 to 60. I'm not lying. And again, we got a little hot in the second quarter, and then we're able to find a way to kind of keep it moving. (106, 104) Blazers. Let's go. Commercial break. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching, the Blazers, since the 80s, and again, all my teams for the most part, since the 80s, besides obviously the Kraken, because they just existed just a few years ago. But for me, I live in Oregon, so obviously Blazers, Oregon Ducks, and then obviously everyone knows me primarily for Ducks and Mariners, but primarily the, Seattle Mariners here on YouTube, and then Kraken. So Kraken, Mariners in Washington, Blazers, Ducks in Oregon, and then the only team that I root for outside of the Pacific Northwest is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So those would be the 5 main teams that I root for. And, I'm a kind of a defensive-oriented fan, and so, the Niners, the Hawks, Chargers, Raiders, they didn't really have defensive guys that I connected with, besides maybe Junior Seau back in the day in the 90s. And I didn't want to hop on the 49er bandwagon with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, and then Steve Young, Rice, and Dion in 94. So once Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks were drafted, John Lynch was already there. Then they got Barber, Mike Allstott, and that definitely kind of felt like, a team that I could connect with. And obviously, I've been watching the Blazers since the 80s. Obviously, a great team with Henry Porter, Clyde Drexler, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams, Kevin Duckworth, Uncle Cliffy, Cliff Robinson. And unfortunately, half of those guys have already passed away. It definitely makes you kind of feel a little old when you used to watch some of your heroes ball. And, obviously some of them are no longer living and whatnot. But Bill Walton, speaking of another guy in basketball heaven, it's his birthday today. So if we can get a big win for Big Red here today, that would be huge. Let's go, Rip City. Let's win it for Bill. Again, we know how good SGA is. We know how great this Thunder team is. 8-0 undefeated. But again, there is a chance that we can end up stealing a game and giving the Thunder their first loss, which would definitely make me very, very happy. Yeah, Thunder are ridiculous. I mean, the Thunder could easily go back to that, and it's not just SGA. And also, let's be real, they don't have Chet Holmgren or Alex Caruso playing today either. If they had those guys, maybe the score is much different, right? So again, we're playing, very tough like we did against the Nuggets, the opposite of the Laker game. And again, when this Blazer team is motivated, we can hang with pretty much anybody this year, which is kind of a good thing to see. After not being really that great the last few years, it finally feels like this is our breakout year. First free throw by Jeremy Grant is good. Here we go. We're starting to pull away slightly. Full court press here on the Thunder. And we've been able to kind of get SGA out of this game slightly. Three is in and out, no good. Good rebound there by Klingon. Here we go, Blazers. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, down by 22 in the first quarter. We could have lost this game by 40-60, but we battled back. Pick and roll with Denny at the top of the key. Up and under. Denny with a layup is good. Where's the and one? Fucking A. 109-104. Denny, 8 points in this fourth quarter after starting 0-11. Push off. Where's the push off? Gosh, we're not getting any fucking calls. And it's more than just, SGA and Chad and Caruso. It's like if you look at all of their players, they have a number of players that can score 10 to 20, on any given night. And we're not talking about the main guys. That's how deep this team really is. Stay on them, Blazers. Corner three by the Thunder, front rim, in and out, no good. And a steal by the Blazers. There we go. Nice job by Klingon. Here we go. Jrue Holiday. Less than 3 minutes to go. Pick and roll with Jrue Holiday. Holiday, step back. Bang! Big three by Jrue Holiday, baby. We're pulling away. Let's go. Let's go. 20 points for Jrue. 6 for 10 from deep. Let's go, baby. What a great second half. SGA. Baseline jumper is good. All right, Jrue, let's go, baby. About 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Blazers playing very well. Denny, bang! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Good ball movement here by the Thunder. And a nice three there to match. 115-109. And a nice deep three by Joe. Now we got to be very smart here on every single possession the rest of the way. Jrue Holiday, pick and roll at Tumani Kamara. SGA in coverage. Denny at the top of the key, pick and roll with Jrue. Denny, pass to Klingon. I'm fake. Don't shoot that, Donovan. And that used up way too much clock. And this is not a game that the refs have cheated for the Blazers to win. If anything, they've given the calls to the Thunder. We've had to really earn this comeback. It hasn't been, one-sided like, oh, they're doing this for Vegas. And, the Blazers have had to earn this. You got to think we were down 22 in the first quarter. It could have been already over by now. We've had to really earn this. And Mitchell with the layup, and looks like they're going to give him the and one. 115, 111, and we've had to really scrap just to even get into this position. So I mean, sometimes you just got to give credit to the other team, that the other team played really well, made the right adjustments, and then the, better team, kind of cooled off a little bit. Free throw is good. Let's go, Blazers. Finish strong. Let's go, baby. Denny Adby at the top of the key. SGA on him tight. And SGA's playing with 5 fouls. He's reaching. Denny. Nice pass down low. Layup is good. There we go. Nice job by Shaedon Sharpe. Let's go. Let's go. Since 1985. Floater. I don't know about that call. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs we already hit. Let's see if we can get 15 to 30. Free throw is good by Mitchell. And the refs, you suck chants come out at Moda. Second free throw is good. And they definitely have been able to get a lot of the favoritism on some of these questionable calls. Less than a minute to go. Denny at the top of the key, double teamed. Jrue Holiday now at the top of the key. Double teamed on Jrue Holiday. Denny is there. Wide open, down low. There we go. Back door cut. Toumani Camara with a flush. And just like that, 119, 114 with 36 seconds to go. Let's go. It's not over yet. I mean, the way that the Thunder shoot the 3-ball and are able to get and ones and are getting a lot of the calls from the refs, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. And a good court vision there by Denny. And again, if you're not going to be able to, keep an eye on everyone that's on the court, again, great movement there by Toumani Camara with the backdoor cut. And again, especially with the game on the line, normally the Thunder don't make those, type of errors. So Blazers playing some good defense. I mean, again, this team is a playoff team this year. And again, it just kind of sucks after being down by 10 the whole game against the Nuggets and beating them. No one gave us a shot. Then we play the Lakers thinking that we're going to win with no LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, and we get destroyed. And Ayton has his revenge game against us. And then today, I thought we were going to play well today. I thought that we would have a chance. But then when we got down by 22 in the first, I said, oh, fuck, we might lose by 40 to 50. But then again, we went on a run with Jrue Holiday in the second quarter. Both teams played sloppy in the third. And then in the fourth quarter, the Blazers have turned it up to another level. And again, great performance by the Portland Trail Blazers here late in the fourth. Pass inbound. Top of the key. SGA. And layup is good. 119, 116 Blazers. Jrue Holiday at the top of the key. SGA with 33. You knew he was going to get 30 or more. Denny at the top of the key. guarded by SGA, who's got 5 fouls. He's reaching. They're not calling it. Denny goes past him. And stolen. Come on, Denny. Fuck. And there's the foul call. First free throw by SGA is good. And like I said, you know, even if we're up by 5 or 7 points, doesn't mean it's over. Second free throw by SGA is good. And now we're looking at a 119-118 Blazer lead with the ball with 7 seconds left. And, you know, it's never over with the Thunder. You know, even if you're up by 5 or 7 points with 30 seconds to go, you know, especially, you know, them slowing the game down, you know, with fouls and whatnot, you know, you're never over until it's fully over. Let him know, Jerry. No, they, you know, SGA had to go to the line and made 2 free throws. You know, they decided to foul him at the top of the 3-point line. Let him know, AR. Fantastic game, you know, especially when we were down by 22 and I said, fuck, you know, if this is going to be the first Blazer stream that I do this year, I don't want to have us lose by 50 and look stupid, but, you know, they definitely, you know, played with a lot of heart and a lot of effort here today. It's not over yet. 119-118 with 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And pass inbounds and fouled immediately. Holiday first free throw is good. 120-118. Come on, Drew. Got to make both. Second free throw is good. There we go. Nice job, Drew. Now we're up by 3, but again, the Thunder are a great 3-point shooting team. So again, at any given moment, you know, they could end up hitting a 3 and we could go to OT, but I just got to pray that they miss and we end up winning this game by 3. But down by 22 in the first quarter, we could have lost by 40-60. So, you know, based on how the game was going in the first quarter, the Blazers played really well in the second, especially in the last 6 minutes. Third quarter, both teams were a little sloppy. And then obviously in the fourth quarter, the Blazers have gone on a massive run. 121-118, and they got 6.5 seconds left to try to find a 3 to go to OT. Let them know, Jerry. These are the type of things that, you know, I go through on a daily basis. So, and we'll be doing many Blazer games here on the channel. I subscribe to Blazer Vision, obviously, so I can have it on, the computer and on the cell phone, on the go, even though I have Xfinity for a cable box in another room. So we'll be definitely, doing quite a few, especially if I'm paying $20 a month, to be able to, have it on those other devices. Got to make it worth my time and worth my while. So. They're still in timeout here, trying to figure it out. And there we go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Last attempt. No good. Blazers win. Blazers win. Blazers win. Let's fucking go. They had 2-3 attempts and another flop, and that is it. Are they going to call a foul there? Wow, they might actually call the foul there. They went for the first 3, and it was no good. Then they ended up getting the offensive rebound. Let's see if they end up trying to give them a call here. Of course, they're always trying to give them a call. And after it went 0 after that second 3-point attempt, let's see what they decide to call here. I thought the game was over, but apparently not. Yeah, I think it was a 2. Yeah, he's on the line. It's a 2, so if he gets 2 free throws, you're going to have to make the first one, miss the second, and then pray for a tip. And he did get the 3 off with 0.5, but it's a 2. His foot was on the line. Yeah, they're calling it, they're reviewing it right now, so it looks like they are going to give him a foul. And I assume they're going to give him 2. Still reviewing everything here. 121, 118 Blazers, and it looked initially like game over. All right, Isaiah Joe going to the line, shooting 2 after his foot was on the line with 0.5 to go. And Blazers are up by 3. So 121, 118 Blazers. Joe going to the line, shooting 2 when they're down by 3 with 0.5 left. So it looks like there's a good chance the Blazers are going to win this game. First free throw by Joe is good. 121, 119, and there's 0.5, 0.6 left. So they got to miss, and they have to get a tip to have it go to OT. And free throw is missed. And deflection, no good. Blazers with the rebound, and the Blazers finally win after being down by 22. Snaps a 16-game losing streak versus the Thunder, and the Blazers win. Let's go, Rip City. Final score, Blazers 121, Thunder 119. Second ever win after trailing by 20-plus at the end of the first quarter in Blazers history. Let's go. Big victory there by the Blazers. And again, when they were down by 22, I felt that they would make a few runs, to hopefully keep them, close. And it went even better than expected. Great defense there late, great third quarter and fourth quarter by the Blazers. And this game was very similar to that Nuggets game where no one really gave us a chance. And we found a way to be victorious. Great job by Jrue Holiday and the Blazers. Let's go. Great win for Rip City. Well, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. And again, it feels good to be able to get another victory there. Jrue Holiday, 22 points, and he was a big factor for this comeback. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Blazers win, Blazers win, Blazers win. Let's fucking go. Big victory for Rip City, and I'm out. Let's go. Rip City.